Hello Infernoble friends. So in this video we are going to review the fourth match of my YCQ where we face, you're about to see, you're about to find out. Okay, so we won the dice roll, we chose to go first and we opened this hand. And as you can see, we love drawing popular, I don't know why, it's only one of. Anyways, you also open like the one of Maugi's, the one of Turpin. That's like 3 one-off that usually I like to normally summon them, but I cannot triple normal summon, so we have to make a choice. This moment, looking at this hand, I'm like, I wanna summon popular. The main reason is that I think there are different ways in my freestyle that I can utilize the other two guys, the Maugi's and the Turpin. But if I don't normal summon popular, then he's gonna be a brick the entire turn. I cannot utilize him in any way. Sometimes I could if I have a witch to pitch the popular, but not this case. So we move on. So like I told you, we could start with popular, yeah? Now, let's see if that baits something. Also, that's cool because the opponent looking my boards, like my game state like this, he may not know I'm on Infernoble. So he may think, oh, normal summon popular, Snake Eyes player. And maybe he just bad his inner options. But no, he let it go. We keep going. He let it go, no draw, no ogre. I mean, a lot of people would have ogre or draw here or here, but that means right now we are only playing around the standard Ash and Imper, Veiler or Need, if possible. So why Almaze? This is weird. Sometimes because I am only on a 2 equip variant. Sometimes, almost all the time, you would want to get Durendal and then save the Almaze for your Angelica into Museum into Almaze, that sequence. However, because we open the Muggies, we wanna use the Muggies effect to draw, and that requires sacrificing the Almaze. Also, Almaze later on usually is to recover the Guilford, but we already have it, so it's not like we have a good extended that we wanna mill and recover. Anyways. So it just makes sense in this moment to choose to rip both equips because we can trigger Maugis early. Also, we could summon Gilfrid early if we want, you know? Just like that, we summon the Gilfrid and the classic technique of getting back your equip, so Gilfrid protects your entire combo. Now, why Almaze here? I don't think it matters too much at the end, but if everything goes according to plan, I may end up having both equips, so yeah, it doesn't matter which one, if it's Almaze or Durenda in this moment. Now, with summon Turpin from the hand, like I told you, we could utilize that. Now, that's Angelica right there. So we are protecting. Having the Gilfred is like having an Appaloosa in a lot of ways. So now, of course, this means, sorry for that, this means we have to trigger Maugi somehow, so the museum in hand is live. That's why right now, we are sacrificing the current museum. It's a shame we didn't get to use the secondary effect, but it was required because we cannot get Warlock this early. The play with Maugis revolves around Promethean Princess. So because we cannot get Warlock, it was the best card to cause in this moment. Yeah. Now we get Anima, and now we can summon the Maugis. In this sequence, as you can see, could have been complex to memorize. I didn't memorize this combo line, I just freestyle and get to this point. The Promethean, and we trigger the Maugis, and you could also trigger the Poplar if you want. I'm not sure if it's needed here, but yeah, you could. And now we want it. Yeah, I chose to not do it, apparently. Now we can get the museum. Of course, this equip is dead, so it could be follow-up or to trigger Angelica. Yeah, so now we get the Witch. Thankfully for us, we didn't Warlock, so Witch could be live, but we have the Promethean. If we out Promethean, Witch is gonna be live. So now we get the draw, and we draw a hand trap. That's good. Yeah. So now we trigger the Angelica, like I told you. Why milling uppercutter? That could be weird, right? Don't worry, I got you. Yeah, we didn't Promethean revive, so now we revive a powerful monster because he's an immediate +1. Yeah, just like that, we +1, we summon him, we could go into, what's his name? The depths if we want it. But I think it makes sense to just make Charles. Why? The earlier we get to Charles, the early, we can pop the Promethean, which means which can be summoned. Yeah, that's it. And now we put Mogis on Gearfried. Yeah, that way we can cost here. And we are gonna cost a maze to summon Witch. Yeah, that was the reason that we put Mogis. So Gearfried has always a negate. Now we get just more follow-up, and we make the classic 2 extra bodies into SP, and now we are making just the full end board, minus the Appaloosa, but we have everything else. As you can see, we freestyle into getting here, while trying to play around as much as possible. So what's the end board? Is the double charge, the Gearfried, that's 4 interruptions with the pop, 5 with SP, 6 with Promethean, 7 with the non-engine. Yeah, I think that's pretty good for an awkward hand with triple normal summons that are one-offs. So, okay, we have no idea about our opponent. He is on 40, 41, so in 42, yeah. So I don't think it matters too much, that information. Fenrir, that tells us nothing, maybe Tenpai, but no, because Tenpai usually are on 40, so not sure. Now, are we doing something against the Fenrir? You could Morner right now, you could Gearfried right now. But for me, the best is probably Promethean. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, usually with Promethean there. Now, the thing about Promethean, usually she's our insurance policy to beat Typhon. You always have to keep in mind Typhon, because every deck could make it. And Typhon, the second is summon, is negating pretty much the Charles and the Gearfrieds, which are your end world, pretty much. So, usually you want Promethean, or IP, or a hand trap, a non-engine, to out the Typhon. Here, as you can see on the screen, we have Ghost Mortar. That's why I'm taking this path of just, you know what, let's shotgun this Promethean and Angelica combo, because we still have an auto Typhon. Yeah. Now, he may not end up playing the Typhon in this game, but just in case. Now, the Druid's Worm is problematic, and he targets the Anima, which is a shame. If we didn't have the Anima in our combo line, he would have been forced to target Witch, and we could dodge it with One-Hit, and that would be like using One-Hit as an interruption instead of just follow-up. But now, we are forced to use Gearfried. Why? Because the second he link off or vanish or I mean, try to do something with the Bestial, I mean, he could Barrel Face try to clear SP, so we're gonna be forced to interrupt it anyways. But it's a problem if it touches the graveyard, you know, because it could be a send. This way, it's not touching the graveyard from the field, so it doesn't trigger the other effect. Yeah, the send to the graveyard. And now I think we could trigger the Mogis draw, which is gonna be important. I mean, yeah, wait a second. We just draw 2, that's weird. Maybe just one of those. Yeah, it was missing, okay. So it was not the hand draw. That was a misclick. You know what? Maybe it doesn't matter the misclick, because I'm pretty sure this game ends on this turn. So whatever we draw, I don't think it makes the difference at all. Alright? So now at this point, I'm just putting the card that he should have. He should have the Prosperity, I forgot it. Now the Madlove tries to search. Oh, sorry. I missed play. I don't know how to say it. I misbuilt his deck, so that Prosperity is continue. You know, the quick play that says revive or add back to hand and pay 500. Yeah, the break that I'm trying not to play in my variant. Okay, so with this continue, that is the Prosperity. Now we continue. No pun intended. So anyways, he uses the effect to lower the attack. We let it go. We were thinking about the SP Vanish, but why, you know? That's doing nothing. And now he's getting this to add back again. That doesn't threaten anything at all. And now he summons the Typhon. For me, that's game. That means no more summons the entire turn. All we gotta do is Ghost Mourner the guy, the Typhon. And it's GG, he can't do much. And we know he has in hand the Continue and Double Madlove. So he only has 2 unknowns, but I mean, because those 3 cards are doing nothing pretty much. For those unknowns, we have the SP, the Spell Trap Negates, a lot of follow-up, so I think he scoops at that point. He tries to Barrel Face, you know, to kill something, and we even just pop it. Which may have been overkill. Maybe ultimately we would have let it kill the SP or whatnot, and then save the pop for maybe an end phase set multiples. But we still have double Spell Trap Negate, so yeah, the guy scooped there. Okay, so moving on to game 2. Okay, so this is game 2, and we begin with one hand trap and good engine. Like, man, we gotta love to have a combination of witch and Rasen. And you know, we have like 6 witches and Rasen is searchable if we don't have to open him. I mean, stake, because 1 Rasen, 3 stake. The guy starts with Fenrir. Of course, that's a base. You never imprint the Fenrir, especially if you know they're a Vanquish soul. Now, stake, it's a shame we don't have the Ash. Now, this is a risk, because they have usually between 2, 3, 5 ways to dodge an imperm with the guys that has quick effects, you know. But in this moment, I'm like, if I don't imperm this guy, I mean, he is gonna have like the Link one advance. I think it's his combo is gonna snowball, and because I have some information between those 4 unknowns, one is Rice Card, you know. And why Rice Card and not Fenrir? For me, maybe he already has a Fenrir, I don't know. So the chances of him having the guys that dodge is a little bit low at this point, so I'm gonna take the risk. At the end of the day, it's a risk, he could have it, and he didn't. He ate the imperm, which is really good for us. So now he just link 1, get back the Rasen, and pass, set 1 pass. Okay, so I think this end board is really good for us to break. Let's see the top deck, of course. The top deck was Ricardero, not so good, but we can work with what we have. So let's see. We know, like I told you, between 2 or 3 in hand, because we know Rasen in hand, Rice Card in hand, and maybe he has a Fenrir. Maybe not, maybe don't. Maybe he wanted to get the Rice Card. I am not sure. But what should we do? I think the first move should be try to utilize Rasen Pop, and we can do it on the Fenrir. So, okay, so now we normal summon the Rasen, and he has 2 choices. After we use the effect to search, of course. Is he going to use Fenrir or not? Now, we search an Earth, and his requirement to be a pop is Fire and Dark. So if we didn't get one of those 2, chances are we actually use this just as an engine, because he saw that we play Infernoble. So maybe he's thinking, yeah, there is no way he has Fire and Dark. He didn't even try to accomplish this effect, and he chose to let it go, which I think is fair, but he gets punished because we did open our witch. I'm pretty sure for this match, we kept the 6 witches because it was unknown. And in my blind side deck, I keep all my witches. At least that's the choice that I did for the event. Like, it's autopilot. I don't think about this. I just do it. I define this idea, and it worked out pretty well. So now we punish the guy and pop him, and this is pretty good. I mean, you should know that. Let me summon the witch first. You should know that I revealed Ricardero instead of Gearfried because Ricardero was about to be revealed to my opponent. As I already told you in previous videos, I want to reveal information with the Rasen effect, with the information that I'm about to drop early on. I think that makes sense. So now we use Witch, we set the original, and this guy, he has 3 unknowns for us, okay? Keep an eye on that. At this point, he uses Link 1 to summon Rasen. Rasen on the Witch column. Why is that? He of course wanna use the effect to pop. Like, we already know he has a Fire, which is Rice Card. All he gotta do is use the effect, search a dark, and we're good to go. Search Caesar. Now this is weird to me, because if you know nothing about Vanquish, let me tell you something. They have darks, and if he searches Caesar, for me that means the guy has a dark, because Caesar is only gonna be good if he already has a dark. Now the Vanquish Soul Dark are usually the guy that, it's the guy that dodges the Borgen. I think that's his name. So if he had Borgen, why didn't he dodge my Imperm in turn 1? Maybe he also has a Madlove, but he didn't normal summon, so he would have normal summon Madlove, of course. So I'm confused, and if you know the deck, you probably are confused too, but let's see what happens. The guy is gonna use the effect and reveal Shifter, which blows my mind, because why didn't you use it? Later on I asked my opponent that. His answer was that he was thinking about a combo line where he was gonna benefit from his own graveyard. You know, Vanquish Soul has like the Link one that recovers and then if he accessed the Madlove, he would have also get the continue that could have been an extender. So maybe what he was thinking in a rank 4 place, I'm not sure. Of course, all that castle crumbled when we improved the Rasen. But when we improved the Rasen, it was too late for Shifter because he already had, that's right, stake your soul in graveyard. So the Shifter was dead. That's basically what happened. And now, also, like, the pro of not using Shifter is that now he's being able to use this pop and maybe the Caesar pop. So let's see what happens. He uses the pop, fine, we cannot do anything about it. We don't care, we have gas. He uses Caesar immediately. So the guy's gonna try to pop again. He's actually using a Royeki effect because he popped Witch, now he probably wanna pop Rasen. And let's see. Yeah. Remember that I told you when he searched Rysar, maybe he has the Fenrir already? I was right. So now he has all the 3 attributes, and he could pop our Rasen. But we had an ace, a secret. We have Gilfrid. He saw that we pitched Ricardero, so maybe he thought that no, we cannot use this effect. But thanks to keeping Gilfrid as a secret, we surprised him, chaining the effect, revealing, and now all he can pop is OSS. And that's super plus for us. Not only do we keep the body, which is important, we have OSS in graveyard, which is an even better extender that is on board. In this context, because we already access Ricardero is in graveyard. And Renaud, I value more Renaud in my hand than someone from the deck, because it's gonna be a tuner. And we don't have to -1, it's just for free. So this was super good for us. We already have the game state in our favor because we know his hand. Shifter, Ricehard, Rasen, and Fenrir. No interruptions. All he has left is one set. One cute little set. What could it be that is gonna stop us? I don't know, let's see, let's find out. Like when I was playing this game, trust me, I was super confident that I was gonna 2-0 the guy. Unlike the last time on the purely matchup, this time we had plenty of time. So I was confident that time was not gonna be an issue here. So we go on Durendal, get Turpin, use Gilfrid, I mean he already saw the Gilfrid. Now I'm gonna use the classic Renaud, try to set up the Gilfrid negate. I mean, it's not too important because the guy doesn't have hand traps, we already know, but I was trying to avoid this. I mean, he uses the effect now, so he's unaffected, because I thought that was gonna be an issue for my OTK game plan, but at the end it wasn't. So now he uses the barrier here, which is painful, because he sees that how we can approach an Angelica line right now. And that was the cute little set that he had. Of course, Shifter Synchros, called Synchros. Shifter, sorry, a barrier. Look at this. Can we do anything about it? Can we set up a good end board? Can we counter his follow-up? Well, that's a question we don't have to answer, because follow-up doesn't matter here. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Now we continue. We equip Durendal, so Turpin is live, summon Turpin. Unfortunately for us, Pantera is always gonna be dead here because there's no way we put our Gilfrid out of the field. So now we summon Promethean, revive Ricardero, that we only pitch, didn't use his effect. So no effect, revive Rasen, which has a high attack, and then equip Turpin using summon Turpin. Look at this. This is game on board through the barrier, through the double pop, through the Fenrir. Yeah, we actually played through a lot on this turn. And we did it just with good engine and good sequencing, you know? So now we attack, we cannot attack the link one, but that's fine, doesn't matter. That's 1k damage right there. And then poke for 1000, poke for 19, poke with 23, and Promethean for game. And as I predicted, I 2-0 the guy. I think it was a cool match, not gonna lie. I like the fact that it ended quickly and we managed to utilize Infernoble to its fullest, being able to break a board and making an unbreakable board. I think it was just a good showcase of the abilities of the deck. So I hope you like this. So in this moment we were like 2-2 even, because we lost 2 rounds to the Purely and the Plants, and we won against the Despia, and here this was round 4. So stay tuned for round 5 because I think it was like the most impressive, exciting one of the entire event. Okay? See ya.